Network. TFNN. Headline News Update.
Hi everyone, Basil Chapman here. This is the 12th of January, and we're looking at the Tiger Financial News Network noon update saying the Dow is down 20 at 30,988. Just 4 days ago, it made an all-time high, 31,193. It's above this trend line that we were talking about for weeks and weeks and weeks. It's held there. This is the 1, 2, 3. This is the fifth session. But what is interesting is that while the MACD is good and the stochastic's at 89%, there hasn't been follow through to the upside. So holding is good. Breaking to a new recovery high would be even better. But I think that the market is really just stalling and waiting for Thursday for the economic outline and the plan to be outlaid by the new upcoming President Biden. And what we're looking at is that the S&P trading down 4.50 at 37.95 is also below the last week's high of 38.26.69, and also just sitting on that outside that breakout line. In all cases, the weekly charts are still good, but the weekly is starting to struggle, so we'll be watching this very closely for the next 4 or 5 days. And if you look at the QQQ, struggling. QQQs are down 93 cents at 313.51. I suspect that the 319.39 high made 3 days ago, and a leg D is going to make a peak D this week. If there's a pullback under 311 in the next couple of days, I'm not sure what can happen by Friday's close to make this a new extension of leg D in the weekly, watching closely. IWM is the Russell 2000, which has been a leader, and if it's a leader, it is just showing how much strength it's got by being up 1.36% today, up 283 at an all-time high leg D. Is this a brand new B or was this a D? We'll talk about that in my show coming up. 210.39, one of the reasons why we wanted to remain long from our entry back in the 173 area, having taken just a tad off last week, is because this is the rotation into the small caps has been really important. And if you're looking at gold is really struggling. It's on the 200-period exponential moving average, and the dollar, I would say, is also struggling, even though it is holding quite nicely off the low of 89.29. It needs quite a lot more. We'll talk a lot more about this. And interest rates breaking out. Whew, there's a lot to talk about in my Tiger Technicians Hour. Coming up in another minute or so, check out my opening call daily news.